Hello! In this video, we will cover some questions which can be asked on lists in Python. Before we jump into questions, let's do a quick review of list. A list is an ordered collection of items separated by commas and enclosed within square brackets. It can contain data of any type. List is mutable, means we can change any data inside the list, unlike string. To create a new Python list, you can either assign empty square brackets or you can use the list constructor too. You can also assign any values directly inside square brackets separated by comma. You can also create nested list. You can create list from other sequences such as a string or tuple. Do note that creating a new list by inserting a string in square brackets behaves differently than using a constructor which takes in a string. If you see the output of the string here, you will see that the constructor breaks the string into individual characters of the string. All of the operations of Python strings such as len, operators such as in, not in, plus, equal to, indexing, slicing, looping works the same way on the list. Since list is mutable, you can additionally use them to edit the list as well. Python has a set of built-in methods that you can use on list. Quite a few of them help to edit the list itself. Like append is to add the element to the list, extend to add a list to the end of the list, insert to add an element at a specified position, pop to remove an element at a specified position. Now let's look at few questions that can be asked on list. First is where a code is given and you have to correct the errors. Here if you see in the for loop, the names are strings so need to be in quotes. Also colon is missing at the end of the for statement. The indentation is missing after for, so we will correct that. Next, append function is used with list, comma, string as parameter. The correct syntax of append function is L1.append and then name, so we will correct that. Next question type is where you are asked to choose a valid option to create a list. Here first one is actually creating a tuple as it is in round brackets, so it is not a valid statement to create the list. Second is eval function which passes through a string to correctly identify the right data type. Since the string has list in square brackets, it will create a new list. Next one is using the list constructor but with the square brackets, so it is incorrect. It should be inside round bracket. Last one is converting a dictionary to list, which is a valid option too. Next type of question is where you are asked to predict the output of some program code. Like what is the output of these commands? Here once the list is created, insert function will insert element 6 in the end. Do note that if index is out of range, it will just append at the end. Next pop function takes an index, so pop2 will remove 3 from the list. So the final output is as shown. Another similar question. What is the output of this program? Here in the first statement, there is an index within an index. A2 is 0, so A of 0 means 1 will be replaced by 5. Next, the slice function will replace first and second member with 7 and 6 respectively. So the final list has number 5, 7 and 6 which will get printed. Next question is where you have to write a program. It could be a simple program like count and print the frequency of an element in the list. Here we can directly use the count function of list which gives the count of occurrences of element in the list. Another question could be to write a Python program that takes in a list of words and returns the length of the longest one. Here you will first take the list and then initialize an empty string outside of the loop. Then we will set up a for loop to iterate through each member of the list. We will next check if any element is longer than the longest which we have saved. If yes, we will copy the new longest word in the longest string. Once we have checked through the entire list, we will come out of the loop and print the longest word with its length. If you want to solve more problems like this, you can visit my website for a lot more questions on Python. Good luck!